Hi guys, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk and welcome to another One Sheet Wonder Wednesday. So I've decided to resurrect these videos because I know how lots of you really enjoyed them. Okay, moving straight on. Last year I bought these blank calendars with all the intention of getting them stamped up or doing a class, and anyway, it just didn't happen. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to stamp this whole calendar and share with you 3 months at a time over the next few months because I realise I'm going to be using stamps that may retire in June. So I'm hoping to cover January, February, March in January, and then the next 3 months in February and so on. So I'm going to be working on January, February and March with you today. So my plan is also a bit of a colour challenge. I'm going to use 4 colours for January, and then for February I'm either going to maybe hold on to 3 of the colours and then add 1 more colour and drop 1, or I might, anyway, the idea is that there's going to be some sort of continuity going through to February and then to March. Also, I'm going to try and also keep one of the stamp sets. So I'm going to use 2 stamp sets today, maybe 3. I'll see how it goes. And yeah, just see if I can sort of challenge myself really, and also challenge you. So the stamp set I'm going to be using today is Flurry of Wishes, and the new gorgeous petal palette, which is available in the spring summer catalogue that came out a few days ago. If you're still wanting a paper copy and you live in the UK, please drop me a line because I am more than happy to send one out to you. So because florals are my thing, I love stamping florals. This calendar is probably going to be full of lots of floral images alongside some other things as well. But it's kind of what gets me going and makes me happy. So because I've got a long project ahead of me, I thought I'll just stamp what I like doing and go from there. So I'm just popping on some of these snowflakes because here in the UK we're still experiencing some cold weather, and I thought it'd be nice just to have some snowflakes in the background. And so I've stamped up the medium size snowflake there, and here I've got the small ones. And I'm actually going to stamp these off because I don't need them to be so dark. And I want those almost floating off there into the distance. So stamp off. And maybe a couple more up here. And then I think that'll be it. Okay, so I'm done with Pool Party. I'm going to pop that to one side and bring in this gorgeous floral stamp here and use a dark colour with it, a darkish colour. So this is Wisteria Wonder, and now this is going to be a test of how inky my pad is. So I'm just going to test it because I do want this to be a good saturated amount of colour. But yeah, that I think will be okay. I'm just making sure I ink it up really well. I'm not pushing down too hard, I'm just giving it a really good tap to make sure that I've got lots of ink on there. And I'm going to pop that down there in that space. Giving it a really good push, and it's almost allowing it time for the colour to really saturate in. There we go, that's fine. And I've got these other florals here that I wouldn't mind having kind of creeping down through the design that I'm doing, almost like it's sort of growing off the page. And I have another one climbing up here as well, and one trailing down there. There we go. And then I've got this lovely image as well. Right, I think I'm going to just keep it at that for now. Pop Wisteria Wonder away. Now I'd like to add some sort of colour to some of these flowers. So I'm going to be using a sponge now. I've got my powder pink sponge here at the ready. And I've got the powder pink ink pad here. I'm just loading it up with a bit of colour, and I'm just going to pinch it a little bit more so I can be a bit more specific in how I'm using the sponge. And I'm just going to apply some colour then to the roses. Excuse the little squeak. That's just the noise a sponge is making. Okay. Just adds a little bit of extra colour, and even though I am kind of aiming for the flowers, I'm not worried that it's going over the colours too much. It's just to kind of give it a extra bit of dimension to this image. Now if you wanted to, if you've got time, you could actually individually colour this in. Right, I'm just trying to think if I want some more on here. I've got this little flower that I could use. So that was powder pink, so I've got sweet sugar plum here. And I thought I could add a few more flowers into the mix there. It's almost like a wintry bouquet. Right, let's have a look at that. Okay, I think I want to have this a little bit more darker, so I'm going to grab my blender pen and use that to get some more of the Wisteria Wonder. So I'm going to squeeze my ink pad. And then I've got my blender pen here, and I'm going to pick up some of that colour and just apply some of it to this rose. I just feel I need it to stand out a little bit more than the pink hasn't really done what I wanted it to do. So you can really tell this is live and me experimenting as I go, because I've had to change my mind about something, but that's okay. You know, it's often about seeing what works, and then if it doesn't, it's okay, just change it, you know, it's your paper, it's your ink, it's just stamps, you don't owe them anything. It's okay to go in another direction. So, okay, I think I'm preferring this, it's helping to really sort of make the roses pop a little bit more, which is what I wanted it to do. Just make some of these flowers show up a little bit more as well. And these flowers are great to colour in, they're quite forgiving. You don't have to be too precise. Oh, there's a few more down there. Okay. Right. I think what I may do is, because Pool Party has sort of hints of green in it, I'm going to add some Pool Party to some of the leaves. Just to make the leaves stand out a little bit more. And it also ties in then the colour that we used on the snowflakes. Just give that a little bit more of a squeeze. There we have it. Okay, so I've just realised it's taken me 9 minutes to do this already. So I'm going to keep this as I'm going to make this a standalone video, and then maybe what I'll do is just have to release the February one pretty soon, maybe next week, because I don't think you guys are going to want to sit here and watch me for 30 minutes doing 2 more pages. So I think I'll finish this off here. Wish you all a very happy new year, and happy stamping, and looking forward to sharing lots of gorgeous new stamps with you in the next few weeks. And don't be afraid. Go create. Right, guys, well, thank you for joining me for a slightly alternative one sheet wonder today. One sheet wonder on a pre-printed calendar. These, if you're interested, I purchased these off eBay. You can just search for them, and you'll find them. And quite a fun project to do. But if you're going to do it a bit more ahead of time, like not like me. Right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon.